technology has allowed us to immerse ourselves in a world of sights and sounds from the comfort of our home. But there is something missing, that is touch. Tactile sensation is an incredibly important part of how humans perceive their reality. Haptics are devices that can produce extremely specific vibrations that can mimic the sensation of touch, or a way to bring that third sense to life. However, as far as haptics have come, humans are incredibly particular about whether or not something feels right, and virtual textures don't always hit the mark. Now, researchers at the University of Southern California, USC, have developed a new method for computers to achieve that true texture with the help of human beings. Called a preference-driven model, the framework uses our ability to distinguish between the details of certain textures as a tool in order to give these virtual counterparts a tune-up. The research was published in the journal IEEE Transactions on Haptics. The researcher says that they ask users to compare their feeling between the real texture and the virtual texture. The model then iteratively updates a virtual texture so that the virtual texture can match the real one in the end. The researchers drew inspiration from the art application PicBreeder, which can generate images based on a user's preference over and over until it reaches the desired result. Using this preference-driven model, the user is first given a real texture, and the model randomly generates 3 virtual textures using dozens of variables, from which the user can then pick the one that feels the most similar to the real thing. Over time, the search adjusts its distribution of these variables as it gets closer and closer to what the user prefers. According to the researcher, this method has an advantage over directly recording and playing back textures, as there is always a gap between what the computer reads and what we feel. The only thing the user has to do is choose what texture matches best and adjust the amount of friction using a simple slider. Friction is essential to how we perceive textures, and it can vary between the perceptions of person to person. Their work comes just in time for the emerging market for specific, accurate virtual textures. Everything from video games to fashion design is integrating haptic technology, and the existing databases of virtual textures can be improved through this user preference method.